in October, right? Monday. So this is the first week. So some students, majority of those taking FYP2 are doing internship. So that is why we cannot manage FYP briefing in the first week as in the course outline. So we postpone into week 2. But why do I manage with Kusa for today briefing is that I want you to be prepared for a second week meeting with your supervisor. Okay, especially for those registering FYP1, because those registering FYP2, you already have your topic and you have already have your outline, except that you have to improve your FYP1 and make it become a real project or a real thesis for your final year. Okay. First of all, I think this poster already spread amongst you. You know how registration process conducted at our department, and please do not compare with other department. Each and every department has their own system. For example, you know your friends in or at Usuluddin, they have to present. They have their coordinatorship make it compulsory for all students and for all supervisors to attend presentation session with with students and supervisors. And I know a bit information regarding this style. But the thing is, since the beginning for our department, we have no presentation session, okay, specific presentation session during or throughout the semester. Unless you would like to do so, but for me is that what importantly, as long as there is no portion for presentation in the course outline, because 100% of the FYP result is depending on your writing. So that is why I do not, as coordinator, I do not make it compulsory for RKQS students to present in a seminary. But the thing is, if the department, in case the department, I mean from the authority, the department asks us to have a seminary like Department of Usuluddin, then perhaps we have to do so. But for now, since several semesters, I have been this FYP coordinatorship, FYP coordinator. We did not have any seminary presentation like RKUD students. Okay, RKFQ, do they have seminary presentation? No, not there is no also, right? It's like just like our department, right? Okay, so basically I would like you to know the difference between your batch and the 2 to 1 onwards batch. Because is that if your junior asking you what's about FYP, so please do not explain FYP1, FYP2 as your batch, because your batch is different. There is 2 FYP, 1 and 2, but for batch 2 to 1 onwards, their FYP only FYP, and the code also will be different, and it is normal compulsory. It is an elective between FYP or industrial training. Although you are not this batch, but I explain to you so that when your junior refer to you, you can explain to them, okay, the difference between FYP of your batch and their batch. So basically, their batch is back to study plan before your study plan. That is an elective between FYP or internship or industrial training. So far, is that clear? It's clear, right?
Yes, ada.
Okay, any question? Before you ask any question, I would like to repeat some question that these questions are frequency as question by students and yeah, mostly your senior or students who have taken FYP, at least FYP 1, okay? Okay, so the question, I would like to see here how many of you are yet to take, or will be taking research methodology, Manahij Albas, together with FYP1. Any of you? May I see your hand? Your visit. May I see your hand raised? No one? All of you have taken Manahij Albas? Oh, okay. I can see here Humdul will be taking FYP1 and research methodology at the same semester. Only Humdul? How about others? Only one student. Okay.
Ustaz, may I ask question?
Yeah, what's the question?
Uh, because I've heard that if you don't take Manahij al-Bahth, you cannot take FYP. But
Okay, let me read the Q&A here.
okay,
Okay, the question, since I have no register for Manahij Albas, I intend to do so inshallah in semester 2. This is based on the question, but for you, semester 1, okay? It is possible to register for Manahij Albas and FYP1 concurrently, or must I enroll for this subject in different semester? Okay, the answer, it is better. Or it is highly recommended or encouraged to register or to take Manahij Albas in advance because it is a prerequisite for FYP1. But if you are in your 4th semester, meaning to say you only have 2 semesters, right? Okay, Humdul, next semester will be your 4th semester, final year or what? How many semesters?
yes, my final year.
Final year, next semester will be first semester, and you just only left semester 1 and semester 2 before your graduation.
Yes, inshallah.
Oh, okay. So in that case, if you are in 4th semester, means you only have 2 semesters, semester 1 and semester 2, then you can register for both concurrently. So you will be taking both FYP1 and research methodology Manahij Albas next semester, and you have to pass Manahij Albas before the department register for you FYP2. Is that clear?
Yes, but Ustazah, because I'm a little bit confused in the system. Normally, if you want to register for a subject, but you haven't taken prerequisite, they will not allow you. But for my case, suddenly it has been registered in my system, so I'm a little bit confused now.
But you only have 2 semester left, right, Hundul?
Yes, Ustaz.
Okay. You are not the first time who will be taking Manahij Albas and FYP1 concurrently. Okay. And for your batch, for your study plan batch, your study plan 191, right? Or 171 and 191 study plan batch, it has a bit technical problem regarding Manahij Albas. Technically in the system, because the technically before that there is no RKQS, and then RKQS created, meaning to say there were few, one or two batches have to take, maybe just only one have to take Manahij bus, or some students have taken Manahij bus with another department, FIC and Suluddin, because as if you aware in your study plan, it's a bit, it's not it's not really clear in the time the mentioning RKQS 2999A as compulsory, right? But the thing is, it is clear in FYP that Manahij Albas this code 299A is compulsory or prerequisite for FYP1. So that is why technically, that is why you can register concurrently. Am I answering you, Humdul?
Yes, Ustazah, very clear. Thank you, Ustazah.
So basically, that is specific for this between Manahij Albas and FYP. But the thing is, please do advise your junior to take Manahij Albas before FYP 1. Okay, not concurrently. Because to do FYP1, of course, you have to know several terms related to Manahij Albas and how to do research in the subject of Manahij Albas before doing FYP1. But there are few students who took this or both subjects concurrently. So I wish you all the best. When I taught this subject, Manahij Albas, I did allow students to write the same topic for Manahij Albas and FYP1. But now the lecturer for Manahij Albas, Brother Haikal, and for Manahij Albas, for new batch, Dr. Saini, right? We have a different code for the new batch, 2349, if I'm not mistaken. But for your batch, 2999A, Brother Haikal, right? Okay. So question number 2, if a student intends to conduct a study related to tafsir, it is okay to register for FYP with a lecturer who specializes in hadith and vice versa. I believe all of you know your lecturer. You have already chosen your supervisor. So but basically basically should be no problem, inshallah. Do we need to pre-register? Okay, for your FYP2, this is for FYP1 student. Next semester for FYP2, please ensure that you pass FYP1 and those who all pass FYP1 will register for you FYP2 under the same lecturer. Although the number of section will be different, but importantly under the same lecturer, because the same lecturer will supervise you on the topic. So he or she will remember your topic and the result and how should improve FYP2. Okay, so and so forth. Another question which is relevant for okay, I would like to see how many of you have taken Manahij Albas with other than RKQS code. I mean from fiqh or Usuluddin. Any one of you? Hamdul, you may unclick your hand raise. Unclick. So your hand will be raised down. Okay. So here all of you have taken Manahij Albas with the department, right? Not with other departments. That what our department want. The department wants all students to take Manahij Albas with the department because we have our own specialization. Okay. Although technically although technically in the system previously, students who register with Usuluddin lecturer, fake lecturer, they the system can capture and they learn with course instructors. But the thing is, we make it compulsory for our student to register with RKQS code, not other department code, because we have our own specialization. So please do, share the information with your junior that Manahij Albas must be with the relevant code. If you are this batch, so you have to take RKQS 2999A, but for 221 batch, so have to take RKQS 2349. Okay, some of the problem, because as I said earlier, which question raised by Humdol, so why the system captured my prerequisites simultaneously, and I have explained that regarding your batch, the study plan has a slight technical problem regarding Manahij Albas. So that is why it also somehow affect some students regarding appearing this subject in your study plan in the system. So some students, the subject apply as extra courses, okay, in extra courses. So I have given the question here, but the thing is, if anything happen, you have notified the kuliah, Brother Shamsul, to credit it open elective or elective related to major for graduation purpose. Okay, clear or not? If it happened to you, this case. Clear? Okay, in Kuliah Webs, you have a KIRKHS FYP guidelines. There are two versions. Almost this version are similar, but and you also have course outline. Beside these FYP guidelines, you also have FYP1 guideline, FYP1 course outline, and FYP2 course outline. So to make it easier for you, okay, I know because your generation would like to see the data or the information precisely and capture in poster. That is common in this generation, right? So that is why I have prepared the point. Okay. You can read. Oh, it is too. Okay. Actually, the poster is the poster are same actually, but just the latest version we should use this version. Version March 2023, because before that the slight difference is only on grading. Okay, because since last 2 semesters, the kuliah suddenly informed through email that students who are not managed to complete FYP2 within the semester, they shall no longer to be given IP in progress state, but we supervisor have to give student I grade instead of IP. And I stand for incomplete, IP stand for in progress. So starting from last 2 semesters, for FYP2, if you cannot finish within the semester, then you can extend to up to first 2 weeks of next semester, Okay, and that is the maximum. That is the maximum. So before your submission, you are given incomplete grade for that semester. For example, you will be taking next semester FYP2, and you did not manage. You not manage to complete the semester for that semester result. So you have no ABC grade. So the grade will be incomplete. No more in progress, but incomplete. So please do not depend on the previous poster, but depend on poster version March 2023. Okay, although at this point, I would like to stress to all students who will be taking FYP2. Although actually in the system, students are allowed. Students are less, okay, so that you will be given incomplete grade. But the thing is, I asked the coordinator, and I believe your lecturer also, your supervisor also encourage you to finish within semester and submit within semester. It's not only from myself. I believe the department as whole also encourage students to submit within semester. Sorry, like all students, almost all students of Usuluddin, they submit within the semester. They did not extend. So that is why this briefing meant for encouraging you to prepare to submit your work, either FYP1 or FYP2 within the semester. Yes, as I said, for FYP2, if you couldn't manage to complete it within semester, you will be given incomplete grade. So you have to complete, and then you will submit, and your supervisor will submit the mark to the kuliah, and you will get a normal grade A, B, C. So okay, but for FYP1, it is compulsory for you to complete within the semester. There is no IP grade or incomplete grade. Meaning to say, by hook, by crook, you have to finish FYP1. FYP1 is equal to what? Research proposal. All the information are spread by KUSA, right? So you already, I believe some of you or majority of you have already read this poster. Okay, FYP1 is a research proposal, and this is a words count. Some students ask me, Saza, how many pages? No, do not ask about how many pages, but please stick to word counts. In doing thesis, we are given word counts regulation, okay, not pages. Okay, so for FYP1, by hook or by crook, you have to complete within the semester. No IP, neither IP, no I grade. Okay, if you fail the subject, FYP1, then you have to repeat. And when you have to repeat, you are free to choose open section, because FYP1, as long as under my coordinatorship, I make it FYP1 open section, that you are free to choose your supervisor, but we limit, okay, we have to limit each and every lecturer to certain number of supervision, like coming semester 4 students per lecturer. So I know some of you would like to be under Dr. Sophia mainly. So there are requests for that. But we stick to maximum number. So 4 students per section. So meaning to say, if you fail one and FYP 2, I believe all of you have saved this poster, right? How many haven't saved this poster? This poster. This poster is very important for you to know what FYP1 and FYP2 all about, because I already put in all the points, all the necessary points in kuliah guideline as well as your course outline, okay, in these main points. Okay, regarding supervision in the kuliah outline, general rule by the kuliah, 8 supervisory sessions mean 8 times meeting between students and supervisor in a semester. Practically in practical at our department, it's depend on supervisor and student. So it is we use a supervisory system. It's not just like a normal subject. Although in the course outline, FYP1 and FYP2 in the course outline, okay, each and every week you have certain topic as if you need to be taught according to that topic, but it is not actually. So the thing is, it is a supervision system that is mainly you have to be independent, but bear in mind your supervisor also has their own responsibilities to carry upon you, and you as supervisee or student also have your own responsibility. So both lecturer and students have responsibilities as well as the rights. Okay, so you have rights to get a supervisory session as recommended by the kuliah. And this supervisory session can be face-to-face, asynchronous, via WhatsApp, email, so on and so forth. And synchronous, I mean just online like this. Okay, so it's depend between you and your supervisor. Okay, so in the kuliah guideline, in terms of time for supervision or in independent study, so students are responsible to allocate around 15 hours every week for FYP tasks. So you have to manage your own because you also have the subjects and so forth. But the thing is, you have to plan well regarding your FYP2 time allocation for FYP tasks. And regarding presentation, as I said, so far at our department, we do not make a presentation as necessary unless there is demand for that. But for now, okay, I prefer there is no necessary presentation. There is no compulsory presentation unless necessary. Students under my supervision, we have conducted presentation. It's not for giving mark, but it is meant for improving. Okay, improving the writing. Okay, so yeah, present what the point, what so to improve, not to be given marks for presentation. Okay, so far is that clear? Is there any question? No question? I believe it's clear, or maybe it is a sleepy session or not? Okay. Regarding incomplete grade, it's not only for FYP actually, but it's for normal subject as well. But you can refer to the kuliah, and it's depend on the subject. But the thing is, you have to know your rights to get incomplete grade, because as I have taken the information from the kuliah websites, I think Okay, incomplete grade also can be given into several reasons. For example, natural disasters, death of immediate family members, giving birth, or other valid reason acceptable by the lecturer. So, uh, for any subject, other FYP 2, okay, other than FYP 2, for example, for your FYP 1 also, for example, suddenly, but of course, it's not be beyond the period of submission, okay? It is within the period of submission. For example, suddenly week 8, for example, natural disaster. So it's really affected you. So instead of getting F because you did not manage to submit due to the natural disaster reason, so why not you ask for incomplete grade? Okay. Before that, I said the normal system or there is no incomplete and there is no in progress grade for FYP 1. Because FYP 1, you have to finish within semester and you have to get ABC grade. But the thing is, incomplete grade is given for FYP 2 if you not manage to complete the task within the semester, so you can extend and the lecturer will be given to you incomplete grade. But the thing is, there is portion for incomplete grade for normal subjects, including FYP 1, due to this valid reason. Okay, so you have to your specific reason. I mean, okay, in your FYP kuliah guideline, in your FYP kuliah guideline, there is a learning outcome. I think it's no need for me to explain to you, but the thing is, you will be learning or you learn in your research methodology that. Okay, so learning outcome for FYP basically for students to create something new. That something new is how to say, it is relative, it is not fixed. It's not fixed meaning not 100% new, but if you just contribute to 30% of something new, is also considered as creating something new. But the thing is, you have to create something new that is in research world we know as novelty or research gap. Okay. Although some scholars are not preferred with the term research gap, but it is worldwide used research gap. But we may highlight the term novelty. So create something new that is novelty in that particular topic. So novelty is important in I mean, for your FYP, it's just like mini thesis for your undergraduate level. But of course, you are in undergraduate level. Don't think you want to change the world, that you want to create something really new, 100%. No. Okay, just focus that at least you have contributed something new. The percentage is depend. So, as long as there is something new, and is up to your level as undergraduate students. Of course, master student, PhD student have a little bit difference, okay, in terms of creating something new. But the thing is, this is an exercise for you as undergraduate student to contribute novelty to body of knowledge regarding your topic. So, although in your kuliah guideline, in the kuliah guideline regarding registration is mentioned like this, but in practice, we do practice like this, okay, as in the poster. Okay, so this also, I think you can read by your own. That is FYP for your batch. This is for your batch. Okay, different batch and study plan has different guide or different status regarding FYP. So FYP is your graduation requirement. So it is set as department major course and required course. So that is why it is compulsory for you to create undergraduate thesis. Okay. In kuliah guideline, it is mentioned no IP grade for FYP1 and no it can be given IP grade for FYP2. So as I mentioned earlier, since last 2 semesters, kuliah email us that IP changed to I in. So that is why when we give students, we click I grade incomplete, no longer IP in progress. It is same to internship. Internship also I or incomplete grade. Okay. So this FYP1 research proposal scoring rubrics. Rubrics means detail. So this is, I mean, just guideline for lecturers to give marks regarding your and so on and so forth. So that is for lecturers marking guideline, the rubrics for lecturers marking guideline. FYP2 rubrics will be different from FYP1 because it's both grading going back to 1 year because FYP1 research proposal and FYP2 final report. So FYP1 between 5,000 to 6,000, FYP2 your dissertation or final report 2,000 to 12,000 words. And distributions of marks are different here. So you have to check. You have to check and be prepared and know the difference between distributions of marks between FYP1 and FYP2. Okay, may I see how many of you yet to have topic for your FYP1? FYP2, of course, you already have FYP1 topic. For FYP1 students, how many of you yet to have FYP1 topic? May I see? Oh, quite many, yeah? Around 7 students, 8, 10. Okay, let me see the question first. If I have already obtained the full points for elective courses, but have not yet obtained RKQS, do I have to obtain FYP1 and Manahij Albas during my undergraduate semester? Okay, this is brother or sister? I forgot, sorry, Mazia Kun. Mazia Kun, brother or sister?
Brother.
A brother, right? Okay. Yes. As explained earlier, FYP is compulsory. Your batch, FYP1, FYP2 are compulsory. And Manahij Albas is a compulsory or prerequisite to FYP. So you have to take Manahij Albas and FYP. Is that clear?
Yes, madam. Thank you.
Okay. So regarding the system, in the system, whether it is allocated as I say point for elective courses, so you have to deal with the kuliah, where to park this Manahij Albas. I mean, because the kuliah are managing the system. But the thing is, all of these are compulsory. Manahij Albas, FYP1 and FYP2. Okay, so I can see some of you yet to have topic for your FYP1. So that is why this session is meant for, the purpose, the intention from me as the connector, that I want student to think from now up to week 2, because week 2 will be having physical meeting, and I plan in that meeting is students will meet their supervisor. But the thing is, that is only of my plan. If the department has another plan, so we have to rearrange. But the thing is, by week 1, FYP1, by week 2, FYP1, please do prepare from now your outline. Okay. I have prepared this one, the muswaddah khutta albas, a draft of research proposal. This is draft mean this is not the proper FYP1 template. Yeah, this is not FYP1 template, but this is the draft. The draft that I prepared so that you can use this draft to prepare your FYP outline, for your FYP1 outline. It is not compulsory. It's up to you and your supervisor to use any of draft. But as the connector, and those who also, I have taught research methodology on Manahij Albas before several semesters. So I use this template for my previous students to prepare their draft of research proposal. So when you put the topic is different from title. Yeah, so the topic is more general. For example, you want to write something about what? May I have answer from any one of you here? Would you just raise your hand that you have no topic here for your FYP1? May I see Muhammad Iqmal Daniel? You will be taking FYP1 with who, Iqmal?
No, with Dr. Bulai.
Okay, Prof. Abulais. So you will be doing in hadith, right?
Yes.
ماذا الموضوع المقترح؟ يعني حول أي شيء؟
لما
ماذا؟
لما يجد الموضوع.
فعليك أن تفكر من الآن. فمثلا هناك موضوع حول مشكل حديث، فخذ أي حديث فيه مشكلة، أو خذ أي قضية فيه إشكال في الحديث. مثلا هذا مثال فقط. هناك مجال مختلف حديث، هناك مجال ما يتعلق بشرح الحديث، هناك مجال متعلق بفقه حديث، يعني مجال واسع جدا. فعليك أن تفكر في أي مجال أنا أحب أن أدرس عنه. واضح كلامي؟ فمثلا خذ مثلا أنا الآن أفكر في موضوع مختلف حديث، وهذا المختلف أو مشكل حديث في أي شيء، فاكتب هنا. طيب، كما درست في ماذا مناهج البس. Okay, first of all, like for my students, for under my supervision, some students, yes, got topic from me, and some students from their own topic, and then I modify how to make it suitable, and especially for your level. But the thing is, for doing FYP1, and FYP2 within one semester. So you have to be, you have to be realistic. Be realistic because we have a very short duration, right? Very short duration. So please do think a topic which is doable and researchable. Do think topic which is doable and researchable, and you have interest on that. You have interest on that. Okay, that is why under my supervision, if students have their own interest, I encourage to do for them to do in their topic. But if no idea at all, I will give some alternative. But the thing is, as students, try to find out what is your interest. What is your interest? Okay. So far, Saza, I have no idea what is my interest. It's not only in this session. Previous session also, some students have no topic yet. So you have to, what to say? Break. No, ice breaking is the session of in Ta'aruf session, right? What is the term? The thing is, you have to always ask yourself, okay, now what I like to do? What I like to do? What is my favorite topic throughout learning Quran and Hadith? And for Ikmal, in learning Hadith. Ikmal, you learn Hadith with me in Syarah Hadith. There are many topics in Syarah Hadith that you can explore. Furthermore, as you can see, compared to tafsir, writing or research in Syarah Hadith, very few compared to tafsir. So I encourage students to explore in the topic related to Syarah Hadith field. Okay. So from now, explore what is your interest. Okay, for example, you have many candidates or many topics, many interests. You put 1, 2, 3, and then you make it. Which one is more easier for me? Which one is I am familiar with? Which one I have more references? Which one I have read a lot in that topic? So you have try to choose which that you already read a lot on that topic, so that it will be easier for you to put in writing for your FYP1 as well as for your FYP2. You can also take from your assignment, but of course not from your group assignment lah, because your group assignment also other friends also contribute to the topic, right? But the thing is, if from your group assignment also, do not take it as 100% as it is. You can always divert into different angle. What is interesting about doing research is we always can have opportunity to divert the angle of research. For example, I give you, for example, a research have been done regarding technique of Hafaz Al-Quran, or regarding technique of what? Any technique in Quran and Hadith, let's say in Quran, in Hifz Al-Quran. So, for example, there are few studies on technique of Hifz Al-Quran, and there are many techniques, right? For example, technique A, there are few research on technique A, and this technique have been doing in several states. Okay, but there are few states, or there are few schools, or there are few level. For example, this technique have been researched amongst secondary students. So you can always divert. For example, there is no research have been done amongst primary students. So you can do for primary student that technique. The result will be different, although the method almost similar. Is that clear or not? Is that clear? So that is why what is all about novelty is that you can always contribute to something new in terms of sampling, for example, but it is about field research lah. Not many students will be doing field research. And in human science, I believe many of them are doing field study that you have to interview or doing survey or observation. But for FYP, there are many students still doing library research only, library research, not field research. And under me also, there are a few students doing library research and few students doing field research. Okay, field research, they interview and do survey. Like last semester, I do have students who do survey. So very interesting that you get the data directly from the participants. So that is field research. So basically, if you have interest on that topic, dig and explore. Okay, this research have been done, lah, Ustazah. Okay, now you still have interest on that topic, but the thing is that topic have yet to study from this range. I mean, there are few studies on secondary students participants, but there is no research at all, for example, for primary students. So you can do for primary students, and that will be your novelty, your new contribution to the field or to the topic. Okay, is that clear? Okay, inshallah, try to. Okay, I do not know, but for me, I'm very optimistic and flexible regarding using ChatGPT. If you have no idea at all, you can always ChatGPT, but you have to know how to use ChatGPT. Basically, I know how to use ChatGPT. So if you have no idea at all, you may ask ChatGPT so that from that you can get idea. Yeah, not ask ChatGPT to write a proposal for you, but at least you can get idea from ChatGPT, but you have to know how to use ChatGPT. Yeah, ChatGPT just give you the data that we call she or he has, ChatGPT has. So you have to know how to use ChatGPT to screen the data, to validate the data, yeah. But the thing is, it is, of course, 100% very good if you come up the idea from your own mind, from your own knowledge, from your own interest, from, yeah, from other than ChatGPT, you also can always your supervisor, your lecturer, or not necessarily your supervisor. You can ask other lecturers. You can ask also your friends. Okay, ice breaking with your friends. Okay, because your friend also may have idea, and normally your friends know better compared to lecturer. Sometimes your friends know better, our colleagues know better about our interests, so and so forth, right? Okay, but it's also very good if you can discuss with your supervisor, because in terms of knowing the limit of your knowledge, I mean, not the limit, I mean the level of your skills, so on and so forth also. Okay, the lecturer can always advise you, because it's depend. For example, I can see here in front of me Ammar Adlan, who was my student in two subjects, Manahij Albas and Syarah Hadis, and I know he is an excellent student. And of course, if he would like to do a very new topic or very high standard topic, I will encourage him to do so, because I know his level of excellence. But for others, as supervisor, if I know the students that I do not say that because we know that each and every one of us has a uniqueness. Okay, maybe we are not really good in writing academic article, but we are good at other field. But in academic writing, it has its own nature. So for the students who have less capability or less skills in writing academic writing, so maybe I will suggest more, easy topic to discover, to do research on it. So it depends. You have to know your own level as well. You have to know your level as well in choosing the topic. Okay, let's say I want just to do an easy topic. Never mind, this is an undergraduate level as long as I pass the FYP project. So it's okay also. But the thing is, if you can contribute to the body of knowledge, because this is just an exercise for you, especially for those who want to continue PG study. Okay, it's not only for that, but the thing is, it is an exercise to the knowledge that we have learned in several courses, and it also an exercise that for you to be prepared when you are out of this undergraduate period, and you'll be working, and some of working industry, for example, in Jakim, you also have to do research as a part of your KPI. I'm not talking about KPI as per se, but the thing is, I mean, doing research in this FYP level, it an exercise for you to explore the research field academically. And when we talk about academically, that we have to avoid bias, be objective, and you have to know what the language of academy all about, so on and so forth. So that is why it's very important for you to choose the topic which is easier